Hello, I'm Howie Shareff, and welcome to another show from You Call This Yoga, an educational non-profit organization. Today we'll be exploring Yoga for Relaxed Sleep 2. Yes, we'll be continuing from our last show and building some new programs and some new poses into the project. Consider finding a chair, an ottoman, or some step ladder or stool to put your feet up on during our show. That'll be part of the relaxation. Take a moment to go find one, and then come back and lay down with your feet under your knees, 2 fists apart. Let's continue. Consider having the feet and the knees about 2 fists apart. Lay back with your arms a little bit away from your side. Turn the palms upward. Lift the shoulder and tuck your shoulder blade underneath you. Consider opening the hand a little wider and draw the back of the forearm, wrist, fingers, and nails down towards the floor. Lay back and breathe through the nose, slowly. Consider having a longer exhale than the inhale. Notice how that felt, and if there's any other shifting that you need to do to be more comfortable, feel free to do so. Then let's warm up the arms a bit by bringing them straight up towards the ceiling and paint small circles on the ceiling with the fingertips, starting in mirror-like shapes. Have the left and right copy each other and then go wider. Half of the circle is the inhale and the other half is the exhale. Keep going wider with each breath. Continue reaching your fullest capacity, opening up the heart. 2 more breaths. Then finish with the arms straight up and pause for a moment. Then with the inhale, we're going to draw the arms overhead a little bit on the inhale, back to center on the exhale above the heart area. Continue opening a little further down and having the arms a little wider with the inhale, bringing them back over the heart area on the exhale. Continue going wider and then back to center. 2 more. Lead with the tips of the thumbs. Each arm may land individually or not at all. Go as wide as necessary so that the thumb tips may land on the floor without strain. Rest there for a moment. Take another breath. Then on the exhale, turn the palms upward and drag the arms along the floor back to your side. Let's make that a continuous movement. Inhaling, the arms come up and outward, coming out to a safe and comfortable landing, and then dragging them back towards your side. Slow inhale, and even a slower, steady exhale. 2 more. Opening up the front of the body, which is often closed down during the day. Finish this next pattern. Settle with the arms by your side and rest. Notice how that feels. Then let's shift whatever we need. Lift a shoulder, tuck a shoulder blade again on each side. Then we'll start to warm up the hip socket. I'll start with my left leg. I'm going to raise the foot a couple of inches, and then on the exhale, just bring the knee into the chest. Then with the inhale, I'm going to sweep the knee outward and then back towards the middle as I exhale. Finish the exhale, the knee comes into the chest. I'll sweep the knee outward on the inhale, back up the center on the exhale. Opening up as I inhale, emptying the breath, bringing the knee and thigh inward. Keep breathing and moving. The right foot presses down. The leg stays steady. 1 more. Slow breath and circle. Finish the exhale. Return the left hip width across from the right. Settle for a moment and rest. Then let's lift the right foot just a couple of inches or so. On the exhale, bring the knee and thigh into the chest. Then sweep it out on the inhale, up the center as you exhale. Slowly, notice the range of motion on this side. Keep breathing. Let the breath drive the movement. Finish the exhale completely. 1 more. Finish the exhale. Settle and rest. Then we'll bring the sides of the feet, knees, and thighs together, making them an extension of the whole spine. We're going to shift from side to side on the exhale, projecting the legs away from the heart, going down towards the lower corners of the mat, keeping the palms turned upward, tucking the shoulder blades as we move. Let's take a nice, gentle, but full belly breath. Make it nice and round. And on the exhale, we'll draw the knees down towards the lower right and exhale and drop the belly in that similar direction. We'll inhale back to center and exhale it down to the lower left. The belly goes in that similar direction. If that seems strange or unusual, just keep exhaling fully. Slowly breathing the inhale in, and even more slowly, if possible, the exhale outward. Keep those arms gently but steadily grounded. Notice if all the tops of your fingers are pressing towards the floor. The palms are up. One more in each direction. Then finish. Come back to center. Release the legs. And rest. I'm going to shift up just a little bit more. We'll prepare to turn over onto our bellies. We're going to allow ourselves to release and rest with our head down, chin tucked, the body at a full length opening to the earth. Roll over gently. Bring the elbows underneath your shoulders. Lengthen the arms straight in front of you. Let the palms press downward. The hands and forearms are shoulder width apart. This is Sphinx pose. We'll give it a little bit of more intention when we breathe. Let's get the legs hip width apart. Fix your gaze forward. And on the inhale, we'll press the arms, the tops of the feet, thighs, hips and belly downward. Draw the shoulder blades together in the back and draw the head back and look forward out over the plains or deserts. Keep breathing. It's a gentle back bend. If you need to take a rest, please do so. Consider just widening the elbows and lowering your head. Take a resting breath if you need. Then inhale up, bring the elbows back under the shoulders, and come back into your gentle back bend. Keep drawing the head straight back. The chin is level. The gaze is forward. 2 more breaths. Press the forearms, the palms, the fingertips, the toe tops, thighs. Great. Finish, and then just slide the elbows outward and lower your head downward for a moment. Then we're going to warm up the hip socket a little bit by doing what's called windshield wipers. What we'll do is we'll bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet to the ceiling. We'll rest our heads downward. On the exhale, we're going to drop the feet towards the side, but we're going to keep the hips on the floor. So looking from the back, we'll notice that the hips keep pressing downward. We're letting the head of the femur, the top of the thigh bone, rotate in the hip socket, avoiding shifting the lower back significantly because we're trying to open the front of the hips, not shift the lower back. One more in each direction. You can do this for quite a while. It's almost like rocking yourself to sleep. Then come back to center, release the legs, settle, a couple of breaths, Next, we're going to do some leg lifts with a bent knee. I'll start with my right leg. I'm attempting to bring the sole of the foot to press up towards the ceiling. On the inhale, I'm just going to lift that thigh upward as best I can without twisting my back. And then exhale, lower it to the floor. I can press my forearms downward, my chest, my left leg from toe top all the way to my hip. I press my belly down when I inhale. I release my belly upward when I exhale. 2 more on this side. Then rest. We'll shift sides, bend the left knee, and bend the ankle a little. On the inhale, left hip up and down. I should say left thigh. Keep breathing. Belly goes down on the inhale, releases up on the exhale. 2 more on this side. Beautiful. And rest. Shake out whatever you need. Then let's roll onto our side. Take a break for a moment. Lay on your side. Stack the hips. Stack the legs. Project the heels. Good. Then rest on your forearm just a moment. Make sure your shoulders are stacked. Then come down lower. Use your arm to support your head. Then we're going to lift, in this case, the right leg. Bend the knee. Reach back with the right hand. Try to keep the thighs parallel to each other. Wrap the thumb and index finger around the ankle if possible. Potentially grab some fabric if that's necessary. Or just reach for the space and do the best you can. Avoid tucking the chin, but do lift the chest up and forward. Then, let's get in position. Press out the supporting leg. Press out the heel, in this case my left leg. I'm going to breathe and draw the right heel back. Open my heart by arching the back a little bit more. Keep breathing, a couple more breaths. Beautiful. Then release that right leg and shake it out. I'm going to roll over onto the other side. Stacking the hips. Stacking the shoulders. Extending the legs, bending the arm at the elbow, supporting the head, lifting the chest, and bending the knee, reaching back for the ankle, maybe some fabric, or just the space. Then level the legs, open the heart and breathe. Keep the chin and chest raised up a bit. Draw the heel back. Keep breathing. You're doing marvelously. 2 more breaths. Then release and shake it out. Coming back downward. Come into your Sphinx pose just for a moment to line up the hips. Then gently lower the head. We'll start to transition towards some trunk twists and then using the support of the chair or ottoman. Let's do our trunk twist and then we'll have our legs up. lying back up with your feet under your knees, hip width apart. Lay back. Let the arms rest upward. And then we're going to place the left ankle on the right knee and thigh. So let's lift the left ankle and leg up. Exhale the knee into the chest. Turn the foot inward and then place the ankle on the right knee and thigh area. Settle for a moment. Make sure your hips are still square and not shifting side to side. Rest for a moment. Take a nice full belly breath. And then on the exhale, we're going to swivel the hips to the right, keeping the left arm on the floor, dropping the foot downward. And inhale back to center, and exhale again, dropping it downward. You may or may not reach the floor. Keep using the breath to guide the movement. You're swiveling the hips, yet keeping the ankle on the knee and thigh. One more on this side. Good. Then release that leg and shake it out. And then we'll go to the other side. On the exhale, we'll swivel the hips and let the foot draw towards the floor. On the inhale, we'll swivel it back. And on the exhale, we'll drop it down. Keep tucking the right shoulder blade underneath you as you drop the foot down to the left. You may or may not land. Keep radiating the sole of the foot downward and lengthening the body. One more on this side. Good, then come back to center. Release and shake it out and settle. Let's get those chairs in place. Now that we have something to rest our legs on, we'll lay back and place the legs up on the base of whatever it is. A chair seat, or in this case, an ottoman. Snuggle up close, swivel around, bring the feet over onto the seat, scooch forward, try to bring your bun as close to the base. Ideally, the knees are higher than the ankles. Then lay back for a bit. Let the arms rest near your side with the palms upward. Draw the back of the hands and fingernail tops to the floor. Breathe for a moment. Then on the inhale, let's bring the arms straight up over the heart, out overhead, and along the floor. 2 more times. Inhaling up and exhaling back down and around. Beautiful. Then we'll add the pose that we just did with the ankle on the knee and thigh. I'm going to place the left ankle on the right knee and thigh. I'm going to gently place the left hand on the top of the left thigh. I'm going to raise the right hand up and then float it overhead. And as I do that, I'll gently press on the left thigh to open it up a little bit more without shifting the hips. Avoid swifting the hips from side to side, but keeping them gently pressed downward, and just open the front of the body for a few more breaths. Keep breathing. Then inhale, bring the right arm back up and release it down. Release the left arm for a moment. Then the left leg. Bring the right ankle to the left knee and thigh. Place the right hand on the right thigh. Keep the elbow tucked in. Inhale, raise the left arm up and over. Land it wherever you need. Then inhale, open the right thigh a bit. Lengthen the left arm, but keep the shoulder blade tucked underneath you. Breathe. Do you feel the difference in the stretch on this side? Several little stretches and big stretches happening together. One more breath here. Then inhale the left arm up. Slowly lower it down. Release the right arm. Release the right leg. Shake it out. Beautiful. And settle a little bit more. We're reaching the finale where you get to rest. So allow yourself to turn the palms up, spread the fingers, tuck the shoulder blades, allow the nose to point upward, allow the breath to go easily without strain. Then you can lay here for a little longer, and I'll get ready to finish the show. Thank you for sharing this space with me. I hope you'll sleep better or just feel more relaxed anywhere. Visit the website youcallthisyoga.org for articles, videos, class information, and events. I look forward to seeing you soon. Namaste.